some of the feedback that I got, they was like, "Why is Chris so serious?" He be so serious. I said, he's a sad guy. I said, I don't know why he be serious. I said, but he cuts up sometime with us.
Yeah. They just don't get to see that on
They don't get to see that.
They will on my other channel. They will on my other channel.
They will on your other
What's your other channel? Tell us about your other channel.
That's going to be dedicated towards for the acting and voice acting. I'm trying to have like, because you said I'm branded, so I'm trying to like brand myself. I'm just going to dedicate to that. Oh, we can be live?
Yeah.
We're on.
Oh, what up, y'all? What's going on? Ooh.
We just go into a compilation of all the other episodes that we had that all of us liked, even the producer that we and we have had good points, or we worked real hard on, or just stand out than the rest. So we just wanted to share it with you and talk about each one of them. So first, let's let Chris finish talking what he's saying. So he got a channel that he's starting, right?
It'll be a channel dedicated to the voice acting and acting. And that's when you see me cut up a lot more, because honestly, for me, I can turn and make anything funny. So just doing a bunch of just silly stuff is just.
Well, see, life is funny to me. Everyday conversation.
Yes.
We can talk about something that's heavy.
That's what I'm saying. We can talk about
shows to pass. We talk about something heavy, but I can find the humor in it. And I always tell everybody that I work with some pretty heavy stuff every day. So I'd rather laugh than cry any day. So if I can find the humor in something, I'm laughing. I'm going to get my laugh, my 7 chuckles, or however many Cat Williams said he's supposed to have a day. Keep your heart healthy. I'm getting every last one of the chuckles.
I'm sure he'd be getting something else to keep his heart though.
Well, hey,
that's not making his heart.
I'm not going to judge. I'm just saying that I like the chuckle part.
I'm thinking some dream, some Patron somewhere in his back.
Hey, that'll make me go to sleep.
Right.
But I tell you what, I love to laugh. I get my laugh on anything.
Right. Me too.
So
this is our set, y'all. So we have our mics. This is the candy. Right here.
Not edible candy, man.
That's the candy. You can't see it, but this is the candy.
We been lying.
It's this because people think that's really candy. They said, "Is that really candy?"
I had people come to me and tell me, "Now where they selling that gum at to cost that much? Y'all know y'all prices on y'all gum is too high on that show." I said,
we were like, "Yeah, we sell to people on the show.
On the show, we over here selling gum."
Yeah, could you put a pause?
I said it's a prop. Come on, now.
I might get us some real candy. I don't know yet.
I said it's a green screen.
They'll put some Snickers and some Reese's in there.
Well, you know we ate those up.
Well, wait a minute.
So I get y'all the big box.
So Chris, he said he liked one of his is 7 Deadly Sins.
Because we're talking about an epiphany, and
he was talking about epiphany.
I think that's just important because during that, like, so essentially with the scripture, like when he but so essentially with the scripture is just the fact that the father didn't reject his son at all. Even after he had spent all his stuff up, everything he had gave him, he still welcomed his son back home. And so it's just the fact that you see his son sitting there in a pig pen. Like, how much lower can you get after that?
Right.
You know, so it's just the fact that he got back up. He didn't sit there and say, "I'ma still try to make it. You know what? I don't need that. I'ma still go ahead." No, he just went back to his dad and "I'm sorry," and dad took him back in. And so it's just, it
was revelational to you.
It just speaks to me because it's the fact that don't let pride, like, if you know you messed up.
Right.
Just go ahead and let it.
Sometimes you need to hit that reset button.
Hit that rock and knock you out.
And you really need to hit that reset button in a supportive environment where you know you got people that's going to support you.
Yeah, that is probably
not judge you.
Right.
That's why I think.
And what's the name? He cleared us up. Cleo Daly was on our show at that time, and he gave a good definition on that. Yes, he gave a great definition about epiphany. He said that everyone has it, and you can watch that clip right now.
But nothing happens until you get that epiphany moment.
An awakening.
Yeah.
Because he came back to his father, and at that point, and that's what he wanted.
He could not get out the pen. He could not get back to his father. He could not do anything until he had, and one of my favorite words, as we all know, is epiphany.
Yeah.
He had an epiphanal moment that said, who am I? How did I get here? And now what am I willing to do to change it? And so many times we're looking outwardly for answers that are only on the inside.
Okay, so the second one for Chris, you liked the mental health one, and explain why you chose that part.
I chose that one because, again, practically wise, at least like from my experience, I'm blessed enough to say I got some friends that I can go and talk to, because when you're dealing with, God forbid, some suicidal thoughts, or in this day and age, drugs or doing whatever, the last thing you want to have is, because you're gonna need someone to talk to. Even before the medication, a counselor. Because I feel like medication can only go so far.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, that can even, I think, hinder you. It can be an obstacle, because at least for me, I don't want to be medicated all my life.
Right.
It actually, I think it's kind of like would stint my creativity. If
Right.
that sounds,
No.
I don't know, for some reason, I feel like it messed me up.
No.
And so, like, and that's a proper support system at that.
Yeah.
And
You
so,
gotta have your
that's why I'm
people.
talking about practical, is the fact that you got to get away from that computer. You got to get away from that person. You got to do those things first before anything can really change.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you fall into the bad habit of going straight back into it. You kind of get into trap yourself in a cycle.
And you definitely got to have your key players. I remember when we were shooting that episode, the skit in that episode, we were the friends that was coming to help that person, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, James.
And we knew someone right. That's the importance of having those key players in your life. You got to have those people that can recognize the signs and the symptoms that you're slipping, and that something ain't adding up, and they can get to you immediately before that even happens. That prevention is important. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to set that up, Chris? That's the part that you chose?
That's the part that I chose. Because
That's how you set that up?
That's how you set it up?
that's how I set all the things up.
That's how you set
That's
all
how I
things up.
set
Here's that clip we talking about. Right back.
You have issues with this person. Okay, maybe you should try this. Or you have issues with your family. Okay, maybe try to give some practical, real advice. I can't just throw stuff at scripture at you and then don't really do nothing to practically help you. That's what I hear. I'm here to help love.
Yeah, so you need to have a practical, game plan as well.
Tori, you like the infidelity one where we were talking about the definition of bae.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember going in now about how I was just saying that bae was just this new broad term that everybody was using.
Right.
Everybody was talking about bae, and then I saw it being crossed over. My original thoughts was, that's your baby, that's your boo.
Right.
Then it crossed over to where I call my best friend bae, or I call my mailman bae. I called it who? What is everybody? So I needed to know what exactly. What the definition was, and why was it so broad, and does that take away from, or is that your default word for everybody, so that when you are with bae, or when you are with your chick or guy on the side,
right,
you can still say bae and still be referring to whomever. You got to worry about slipping up, saying the wrong name.
But wouldn't that be that? I wouldn't want then if that's what you do. I don't want you to just call me bae.
That's what I don't.
Everyone's calling it like it could be
You're
a
not calling me
wife,
bae.
girlfriend. I've seen everyone call each other bae.
Yeah, they
Your best
crossing
friend,
over.
BFF can be, which to me is like, well, then it's gonna be best. I don't know. It gets to be, like you said, confusing. I've seen a dude call his wife bae. I've seen a dude call his girlfriend bae. I've seen people call best friend bae. Someone you get along and work with bae. I'm like, well,
call me insecure. I haven't seen too many Lifetime shows and movies out there where that term is being used, and they going home to their wife, and then the next morning they don't slipped out and they calling the girlfriend or the boyfriend back.
Yeah, that's that same time we talked. That same show we talked about As We Lay.
That song. What you know?
Yeah, that was our first episode.
What is that?
That was our first episode. That's when we had the sheet over there.
We was in the raw.
We was in the wrong. We had that sheet. We didn't have no candies or nothing. Chris had all these papers over here.
He don't came a long way.
Yeah.
But I still feel, that term, don't intertwine that term for me. So
Right.
you're going to go ahead and watch that on this clip next with exactly what we were talking about, and we'll bring you back to the term bae and the discussion that we had about it. It's used so loosely, and I've seen it used loosely, where even with gender wise,
Right.
female to female. They'll call their best friend. We know best friend for me was just best friend.
Best friend, yeah.
I didn't call my best friend and still don't call my best friend bae.
Yeah.
But now they're calling best friends bae. And so I'm confused because I'm
Right.
like, okay, I thought bae was a terminology for somebody that you was endeared with,
Right.
and that was your paramour.
Right.
Now it's bae, it could be best friend, bae could be your friend,
Right,
bae
right,
could
right.
be your wife.
Right.
I need a definition of what bae is so I can clearly answer the question that you asked me before.
I think the one that Ade, the producer, who's holding the camera,
That's always producing.
that's always producing, is he liked Thanksgiving. That's actually all of ours. I think. Chris, you like that one, didn't you?
Favorite.
Thanksgiving.
Yes.
It's my favorite holiday. I could eat all the turkey I can eat, and mac and cheese.
What they got to do with the clip?
We were talking about the skit. That was all of our, I think,
We
was
had
favorite
no turkey
skit.
that day.
It was and Ade liked the part when I was drunk.
Yeah.
Oh.
You played
Don't
the
even-
drunk brother.
I was drunk and I was just
And Burr.
and
You
Burr.
didn't say beer, Burr.
Burr. And I was, I remember when you was Chris Rock. Well, no, not Chris Rock.
By the way.
That was some good chicken.
Yeah.
You know what's amazing about that whole skit? Is we did that on the fly. No
Yeah, we did.
practicing,
Yeah.
one take. And so I knew then, because that was still in the beginning of our coming together, I knew then that this was going to be something different for us.
Yeah. And that's how most of our skits are. It's just like we get an idea and we be like, okay, you going to play this role, you going to play this role, I'm going to play this role, okay, let's go see what happens. And that's pretty much it. And we've been having, we have Brittany come. What's the other?
Andrea come.
Andrea, she just sent me a friend
Andrea C.
request too.
Yeah, she's finally on Facebook.
Yeah, she sent me a friend request.
Shout out to my BFF.
We had Tyler and Alex.
Earl Grey is a call.
Earl Grey. Earl Grey. That's Aaron. Aaron, that's my buddy. That's my buddy right there. Aaron Sharp with what's his productions? Little Gremlin Productions.
We've had
Real
my
good
little
guy.
niece Michaela.
Yeah, Michaela. Yes.
We've had Terry Alexander's
Yeah.
granddaughter.
Her daughter,
and
Laurencia Alexander, and then her grandson,
Yeah.
Chance.
Yeah.
Yes. And who else?
Oh my gosh, we've had so many.
I don't know. I'm gonna try to outsource some of these ones at the Dream Center because I want more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but the next one, actually, this part of the Thanksgiving skit was the one where me and Chris was into it because he was successful in L.A. and I was at home and I had to take care of Mama before she died, and I was a drunk. Here we go, right here.
I tried to put this together for us so we can have a meal like regular families do on Thanksgiving, but I can see you guys don't appreciate it. So I'm done with it. So you eat your meal, and after you get done, let's just part ways. I think that's the best way to do it.
Oh, Dorothy. Dorothy, shut up.
I mean, but
you
you
always
guys-
try to be nicey on everything. Sometimes folks are wrong because they're wrong. You don't have to be nice.
It's too
No,
much.
it ain't too much.
It is.
He get out there now. He Theodore. He can't be called Theo no more.
Theodore.
I remember when you was called T-Rock in the streets. They don't know about that, do they? Theo.
We are not
They don't know about
going
T-Rock, do they?
oh,
When you was robbing
This is
folks,
why I don't
had your
know.
gun out on folks.
See,
Okay. You know
Sold
what?
mama's furniture, sold mama's
civilized.
you civilized now.
I can't. Oh, we had a good time when Ann Hageman came on to the show.
Yeah.
And she had been doing some short films, right? But then she
Right.
was also in another film where she that she produced.
Yeah, well, now the one that she's producing, that's the one that we'll plug in right now.
Mhm.
Is Real Prayers Are Said in German.
Yeah.
Actually, Ade and I are both working in that, so that's going to
Yeah.
be done, worked on next summer. But
Yeah,
she,
so she was sharing some tidbits from that, but then we got to talking somehow. We got to talk about serial killers.
yes,
And that's always been a passion for me.
serial
Not
killer.
because I want to be a serial killer.
Yeah.
but I
You
like-
got something you want to tell us?
Yeah.
I like to get in people's
Michael C.
minds.
on Lifetime.
I want to know what make people do some.
That's how you gonna.
choices
That's how you gonna take people down. Like, look, so
No.
tell me about your child.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
uh-huh.
trying to be a serial
You
killer.
scared?
Like,
You scared? Somebody, you scared of feathers? Are you?
Go to
I got an open pillow.
Did you tickle this man to death?
I just like to know the workings of people's mind. What
See,
made
that's
them
how it
make that
starts.
decision?
That's how it
Right.
I mean, but even to the minimalist thing, part. Like I could be in the grocery store, walking in the grocery store, and I'd be like, now what made them put these Oreo cookies right at the front door? They know I'm gonna see them at the front door. They don't got in my mind and know that I'm gonna get these Oreo cookies because they in red, white, and blue, and it is 4th of July. They know what they doing.
Well,
So I like to get in people's
I
mind.
know why they do that.
What?
Because they're delicious.
Well, they are delicious,
Yeah.
but they also know my fat tail
They
gonna
do
see
it
me
right.
as soon as I make it into this door. And I'm gonna get these Oreo cookies because they red, white, and blue. But
Get you
anyway,
some
I
milk,
like to know
Good to go.
I like to know the mindset
Yeah.
of why people do things, even to that minimal part of it, and even to the extreme of serial killers
Yeah.
and people want to do things like that. What makes you want
Well,
to? You know, I just met recently. You know, I work in the field of children.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I just met a young lady that I interviewed, and she had the mindset already of being that devious to the point where you want to put some poisoning in some food, and you want to keep a diary
Yeah.
of what was going to happen to those individuals that ate that.
Really?
Yes. So I like to be in the intricate part of people's brain to see what part of your
Wait a minute,
brain.
let me make sure I get this understood. She wanted to do this?
Yeah, she did it. So what part of your brain
Yeah.
is what went wrong with
Yeah.
that part of the brain
Right.
that gives you that response to say this is a good idea? That's I'm gonna do it. You know, I thought of some crazy when I was a kid. I don't know how many times I packed my stuff up
Yeah.
and said I'm leaving this popsicle stand. I have got my clothes
I did it
stuffed up
once. Yep.
underneath my bag. Never told nobody, but I was just gonna say in the right time I'm out this door.
Right.
So my brain was working to that, but never in a million years had I ever got that mad
Yeah.
at anybody that I'm living with in my household that I'm just gonna say this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going underneath that sink and get this stuff that's toxic that got the skull head on it and the X is saying do not use it.
Right.
I'm gonna put this in your food.
I see. I like
Not
white.
only am I gonna do that, I'm
Yeah.
gonna write a journal of every day. Okay, day 1. She's sweating. Day 2. So anyway,
That's awful.
So have you looked up a bit of neuroscience? Or do-
you know.
You know what I'm saying? Neuroscience, since you know.
No, I know neuropsychs and all that type of stuff. It's just
No,
a
that's
hobby
good,
of mine to want
'cause
to
that's
know those
more-
things.
yeah,
Or
that's
am I
more-
saying it right?
No, neuroscience. That's more health. The function of it.
Okay.
You talking
But
about neuropsych.
yeah, she's talking about the emotions.
See, I don't really know the terms also.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm just saying that anyway.
But-
But she was on the show.
She was
when
on-
Ann came on the show, that just. I mean, we was both sitting there
Yes.
contain ourselves. I remember that day because
Yes.
what she like, I was like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
just I never met nobody that was that enthused about the
Yeah.
same things that I'm into, and I don't tell everybody that. My husband know what he know now, but my husband don't know that I like.
I would
stuff
have called
like
and check
that.
on
You
Zach.
might want to do
I'm
that.
like, Zach, you all right?
I just need to do a roll call. Are you present?
Just put the sock through the window.
I'm just saying. Anyway, but if you want to know more
Yeah.
about what I'm talking about, the clip that we did with Ann Hageman, who came on the show and she
Yeah.
was going into the spiel about serial killers, here it is.
It's based on a real woman. This is so opposite spectrum of real prayers. She's one of the most prolific female serial killers of all time.
You play.
Right? She is from Norway, and she came to this country and settled first in the Chicago area. I want to say probably around like the late 1800s. I don't know the exact year, but anyway, I won't get into all that. That hasn't been released yet.
Oh, really? Okay.
And,
Where did you get your inspiration for that, though?
well, I didn't write it.
Yeah.
I'm the actress that was cast in it.
Okay.
I actually play Belle Gunness.
Okay, but did you have to, like, because you not a murderer. So,
Well, I'm not telling.
No, I better not keep y'all together because she always
We're
keep.
gonna talk after the show.
I know, right?
And not all of our topics has been like just fun and observance and all that. Some of them has been like serious. One topic that really I know it hit home with you was bullying. We're dealing with a bullied life, and the skit that was really touching to me because we wind up getting Amanda to come, and Amanda was another person. Amanda
Yeah.
and Tyler to come. And literally it was Ade and I making fun of them. and we just talked about him, talked about her weight, talked about how little he was, and he think he all that with them glasses, and he committed suicide by hanging himself, and she drunk some bleach. So it's been some thought provoking, topics that we've been dealing with, and that was one that really touched home with me.
It was just so prevalent, and then
Yeah.
I think at that time that we did that topic, and I might be wrong, but I think that there was a lot going on in the school systems and just in. We talked about work bullying and that too, didn't we?
Yep,
We
and
went
cyberbullying.
into cyberbullying
Yep.
and just the different forms of bullying, and it's still going on. It's still going on.
Yeah. So this skit right here is from our episode on bullying. Right now. Look at him. He come in here with them glasses on. You think he G though? You think he G though? Man, I see what?
He looks like a fresh earth.
A fresh earth.
Yeah.
Not an old one.
That's what fresh earth.
A fresh earth. Wait, a buck $5. Look at her. Look at her smoking that cigarette.
Yeah, exactly.
She don't see what she be smoking a ham. A ham smoker.
In cahoots with the hamburger.
Yeah, hamburger. Hamburger. She know, man, please. Yeah, she thick too, man. She thick on purpose. All in the wrong place. All right. This is when you was correcting me.
I did?
Yes.
I didn't put you on pause.
No,
Yes,
you
you
put
did.
me on
I
pause.
got pause. How can I put pause?
No, you did it with one
I
finger.
got palm
Let me
hands.
stop you right here.
P-U-L-S-E. Pause.
Yeah,
You said, let me stop you right here.
I said, no, what happened was this. I said, when we was doing, you did the research, and I said, look up for single fathers. But then when I was here during the show, I said, single parents.
Oh, I was confused.
And
I was
you
like,
said, I said, we'll look up. I said, so Chris, what do you got for a single parent? He said, well, let me correct you right there. You said single fathers. And you jumped over. Oh well.
Oh, I guess we both did. I guess.
We have
Yeah.
a lot of fun on the show, but
Yeah.
I want that to be replayed.
Yes. Go ahead and watch this right now.
Tell us, what you have for like the stats of a single father. I mean, how many in the U.S. right
Well,
now?
let me correct you right then and there. So,
Starting off the new year correcting you.
no, I'm not trying to, but
but yeah.
I'm not trying. No,
First
because
of all, did you notice he didn't even introduce us?
I know, and I was saying
For
single
those of
parents.
you who are wondering who I am
This
Watson
is to my
Jones.
left is.
Yes, too late. Go ahead with your stats, Chris.
And who are you? I'm Christopher Bass, aka C Bass. Keep it fresh. Now, by the
Oh,
way,
he's in reform, honey.
rewrite. It's a reformation happening.
Oh.
Now,
Reformation.
no.
Spell reformation.
Okay, so this one is gonna be our last one. It's the postgraduates. Y'all remember that show? Yeah, you remember? And the reason why I like this so much is because our producer, Ade, was acting in the skit. Yeah, the one always holding the camera actually
And
was
always
on.
producing.
Always producing was on camera, and that was so cool. We went to the store down the street, and we just made it together as a postgraduate because all of us was kind of dealing with that, graduating from college and trying to find work, and in our field.
Like when you actually find yourself is after you graduate, though. I feel like, because I feel like when you actually graduate, when you actually kind of know, kind of take the right path. Because while you in school, at least for me, I didn't know what the heck I was gonna be doing.
Right,
Until after I was like, okay, I think I got an idea.
right.
I just know I can't keep doing retail. I'm getting wore down.
Yeah. Gotta do what we gotta do.
It'll do it.
I can't find no job nowhere. What was I thinking? Trying to become a screenwriter, taking mass communications. I should have just used that money to be an engineer like mom and dad told me. Now I gotta do this job and stacking boxes and stocking shelves and dealing with customers. I'm not even doing what I wanted to do. I have to pay this rent though. The bills got to be paid. Yeah, car's breaking down. I may have to move home. I don't look like a fool to owe all this money and then go home and not doing anything with it. Well, that will be it. We thank y'all for watching. I think what number are we at as far as followers?
150
150
subscribers, right?
Subscribers, I mean. Yeah,
158.
Oh,
yeah.
our stats person got the number.
Yeah, our stats person, you know how to correct too, huh?
All ain't that.
Look at the tribal. Look at the tribal. Show him the tribal, Chris. Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo. Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo. Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo. Ahoo, ahoo, ahoo.
That's the Black Pepper symbol.
That's the Black Panthers.
That's the, oh, I wish. He might get cut that in there.
I like that.
It's crazy. Well, anyway, it's been, I think, 10 months since November 1st we started till now, and we're in the first week of July. So we just want to say thank you for watching us, and we appreciate all your support. We got more shows coming up, so reach out. It ain't over. So reach out to us on our social medias, our own personal social medias. You can reach me at Pietro Baker on Facebook and on Instagram, or down at the Cornerstore. Down at the Cornerstore. Follow us there on IG or Facebook and y'all Instagrams and Facebook, right? What's your
correct.
What's your Facebook?
I don't know which one.
The one that you want everybody to know.
Oh, okay. No, it's under Tori. It's just Tori Watson. That's all. That's all I have.
Chris Bass Facebook, and you can follow my Instagram, The Voice of Seabass.
Yeah. All right.
And you can reach me at Life is So Productions.
The
email.
producer.
The producer.
You can contact me on there or Instagram at my name.
We appreciate all your support. Thank you.